byose urabyumva mu Kinyarwanda mu kanya gatoya nturambirwe kureba. I'm going to tell you about the tragic death of Marilyn Monroe. Condolences to her family, her friends, and all her fans. May she rest in peace. But first of all, let me introduce you to her. Norman Jean Martinson was born on the 1st of June in 1926. She was an American actress and model, known for her playing comic blonde bombshell characters. She became one of the most popular sex symbols of the 1950s and early 1960s, as well as an emblem of era's sexual revolution. She was a top-billed actress for decades, and her films grossed over $200 million, equivalent to $2 billion in 2024 by her death in 1962. Monroe was born in Los Angeles and spent most of her childhood in foster homes and orphanage before marrying James Doherty at the age of 16. She was working in a factory during World War II when she met a photographer from the First Motion Picture Unit and began a successful pin-up model career, which led a short-lived film contract with 20th Century Fox and Columbia Pictures. Now I'm going to tell you about her death using a post published on allthat'sinteresting.com, written by Marco Margiotov, edited by John Kuraski. In the early morning hour of August 5th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe was found dead inside her Los Angeles home of an apparent drug overdose, but suspicions of foul play have persisted ever since. In the pre-dawn hour of 5th August 1962, Marilyn Monroe's housekeeper Eunice Murray and her psychiatrist Ralph Greenson noticed that she has become unresponsive inside the bedroom of her house at 12305 Fifth Helena Drive in Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. When they broke through her window, they realized that awful flu. Marilyn Monroe died in the morning hour of August 4th in what looked like a barbecued overdose. She was just 36 years old. Clearly, her desperate dream of growing up to be rich and famous has paid off in spades. Through the inherent trauma of her youth never left, plagued by anxiety and depression, the youngster regularly turned to drug and alcohol for temporary relief. She was drinking champagne and straight vodka and occasionally peeping of pills. I said, Marilyn, the combination of pills and alcohol will kill you. And she said, it hasn't killed me yet. Then she took another drink and popped another pill. James Bacon, a close friend of Marilyn, said. Now let's see about her death. Through John F. Kennedy's brother-in-law, Peter Lawford, wasn't there when she died. The doctor was the last person to speak to Monroe alive on the phone. She ended their last conversation by saying goodbye to Pat, Lawford's wife. Say goodbye to the president and say goodbye to yourself because you are a nice guy. In the early morning hour of 5th August 1962, Marilyn Monroe's physiologist Dr. Ralph Greenson and person physicist Dr. Hyman were summoned to the actress's Los Angeles bungalow at 12305 Fifth Helena Drive. Monroe's longtime housekeeper Eunice Murray made the initial panicked calls to the star's doctor after waking up 3 a.m. and finding the light still on in Monroe's bedroom. She knocked to check if everything was alright, but a locked door and no response caused her concern. Greenson managed to reach his client by breaking through the bedroom. He found Monroe naked in the bed, a telephone clutched in her hand. The physiatrist understood later quickly everyone needed space. Fact, her calmly notified Egberg on the other side of the door. She appears to be dead, said Greenson. Egberg pronounced Marilyn Monroe dead at 4 1:30 a.m. and contacted the police. Meanwhile, one of her lawyer, Milton Mickey, Rudin rushed over 100 perimeter on the telephone. Her PCRE Arthur Jacob, who was at the Hollywood Bowl for a concert, hurried over. After her death, her numerous friends began claiming that the official report of her death was a lie and that they had been stopped the murder from the public. Bacon recalled seeing her just a few days prior and recalled that she was in tremendous spirit. She was a little bit depressed. He said she was talking about going to Mexico. Another friend, Pat Newcomb, said he had seen Monroe that night before her death when the two jovially made plans to go to the movie the next day. He said she was in perfect physical condition and was feeling great, because she had just linked on old frame with her ex-husband Joe. Marilyn Monroe's autopsy report claimed countless pills caused her death, but no trace of capsule was found in her stomach. May she rest in peace. Uyu munsi ngiye kukubwira ku rupfu rw'igihangange muri sinema ny'Amerika wamamaye Marilyn Monroe, akaba yarapfuye ku myaka 36. Akaba haratangajwe ko icyatumye apfa ari gukoresha ibiyobyabwenge byinshi. Marilyn Monroe akaba ari umunyamerika w'umukinnyi w'amafilime wa Los Angeles ndetse aba ari naho akurira. Afite imyaka 16, Marilyn Monroe yakoraga mu ruganda mu gihe cy'intambara ya kabiri. Aza kubonwa n'umufotozi ukoreraga Film Motion Picture Unit. Kuva icyo gihe yahise ahindura umwuga ajya mu mwuga wo kwerekana imideli. Aribyo byamufashije no kuba yabona umwanya wo gukina muri filime ya mbere asinyishijwe n'inzu itunganya amafilime 20th Century Fox ndetse na Columbia Pictures. Marilyn Monroe akaba afatwa nk'umugore w'ikinyejana wamamaye cyane mu mwaka w'1950 ndetse no mu mwaka w'1960. Ikigo gishinzwe amafilime cyitwa American Film Institute cyamushyize ku mwanya wa 6 gore babayeho b'abahanga mu gukina amafilime ku isi. Ukoze kubana nanjye, ibitekerezo cyangwa inyunganizi wanjye muri comment. Yagirwa kandi like na subscribe, urakoze, ugira ibihe byiza.